No.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. He wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
And that's always been my whole thing. And have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that.
And Terrence Howard worked on my first film, Get Rich or Die Trying with me. He's a good friend of mine.
This is real life that we're talking about. We're not talking about dingleberries and applesauce. Yeah, real life.
Seemed like the Diddy scandal had hit its peak. 50 Cent has stirred the pot even more. He recently claimed that he may have saved actor Terrence Howard from falling into one of Diddy's twisted party traps. And now, Terrence himself is speaking out, finally breaking his silence and dropping names. According to Terrence, there are powerful men in the entertainment industry who didn't have the courage to stand up to Diddy. He exposed how some of them willingly gave up their dignity at Diddy's infamous FO, freak-off, parties. Terrence says he barely escaped, and now he's ready to talk. That's not all. 50 Cent is reportedly working on a bombshell docuseries titled Did He Do It? And word is, he's invited Terrence to be part of it. Together, they're said to be on a mission to expose the dark secrets that have stayed hidden for too long. Names are already being whispered, some of them beloved rappers and celebrities. But the big question remains, does 50 Cent actually have the evidence to back it up? And what really happened the night Diddy allegedly tried to pull Terrence into his world? Let's break it down.
It's right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. And I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
Just in case you haven't seen it yet, Terrence Howard recently appeared on the PB podcast for a jaw-dropping interview, and he didn't hold back. The actor opened up about the dark secrets of Hollywood, revealing how some big-name celebrities allegedly gave up their integrity at those infamous industry parties. According to Terrence, what happens behind closed doors in the entertainment world is far more disturbing than most people realize. For years, these events have been whispered about, but few have had the courage to speak out. Now, Terrence says he's finally ready to tell the truth.
Those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the Puffy party.
And then, Terrence took things even further. He claimed that this is exactly what happened to many celebrities who attended Diddy's infamous parties. According to him, these stars didn't just show up. They willingly crossed boundaries, abandoned their values, and became entangled in something far more serious than they ever anticipated.
That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
When host Patrick Bet-David brought up names like Justin Bieber, hinting that they might have been caught up in Diddy's alleged scandals, Terrence Howard didn't deny it. In fact, he agreed, saying, "You can tell some of these people are still dealing with the trauma of whatever went down." His tone made it clear. He truly believes there's much more going on behind the scenes than the public ever knew. According to Terrence, the emotional scars from those experiences are still visible on some of these stars even today.
So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. The women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process, I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place. What benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal.
Terrence didn't stop there. He revealed that Diddy actually tried to hook up with him. It all began when Diddy reached out, claiming he needed acting advice, a request that immediately fell off. Before long, Diddy shifted gears, showing intense interest in Terrence's music career. That's when Terrence's assistant stepped in, warning that something about Diddy's intentions didn't sit right. Thanks to that heads up, Terrence pulled back, took a step back, and reevaluated everything, trusting his instincts rather than diving headlong into what could have been a dangerous situation.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to.
Terrence Howard exposes Hollywood's dark side, and he's not holding back. Terrence Howard recently broke his silence and made some explosive claims, stating that Sean Diddy Combs wasn't the only major industry figure who made shady advances toward him. In a candid interview, Howard revealed that multiple producers approached him with inappropriate offers, and he had to threaten some of them for being disrespectful. According to Howard, he's always stood firm in his principles, and while that decision cost him big opportunities in Hollywood, he has no regrets. Howard emphasized that he refused to compromise his values, including rejecting roles that required him to kiss another man or portray a gay character. "Real men don't accept certain things," he said. "Staying true to myself came with a price." Naturally, Howard's revelations set social media on fire. While most celebrities remain silent or act like they never knew Diddy, a few, like 50 Cent and Cat Williams, have publicly addressed the allegations. Now, Terrence Howard has joined that very short list of stars willing to speak out against the powerful music mogul. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has been doubling down on his public criticism of Diddy. He's currently producing a Netflix documentary titled Diddy Do It, which aims to expose the controversies surrounding Diddy, especially in the wake of Cassie's lawsuit. When asked why he's one of the few celebrities speaking openly, 50 said it's because he never attended Diddy's infamous freaky parties. According to him, many celebrities are quiet now because they were deeply involved in those scenes. 50 even posted a clip from Terrence's interview to his Instagram with a cryptic caption, "No comment. I'm staying positive. God help us all." Despite his serious tone, 50 Cent is clearly leveraging this drama into a business opportunity. Reportedly, 50 has already reached out to Terrence to be part of the docuseries and share more of his story. It's a fitting collaboration, as the two have a history. 50 once stood by Terrence when he claimed he was blacklisted by Hollywood and scammed out of millions. Terrence has long criticized Hollywood's treatment of black men, claiming that the industry attempts to undermine black masculinity. He believes that while white actors are often allowed to play strong, heroic roles, strong black men are seen as threats. According to Howard, he was labeled difficult to work with simply because he refused to wear dresses or accept feminized roles. In the same interview, Howard addressed Taraji P. Henson's recent claim that she was severely underpaid in Hollywood. Howard wasn't surprised. He revealed that he only made $12,000 for his lead role in Hustle and Flow, a film that grossed over $75 million. Even worse, he received no royalties from the music he performed in the movie because Paramount credited the songs to DJ, the character he played, instead of using his real name. Now, Howard is reportedly considering legal action against Paramount to claim what he believes he's owed from the past 2 decades. He also disclosed that he was paid just $6,000 for his role in Crash, despite the film winning an Academy Award. At the time, he said he was just trying to survive and didn't understand the business side of Hollywood. After hearing this, 50 Cent publicly offered to help. He invited both Terrence and Taraji to join G-Unit Films, promising to pay them fairly and give them the credit they deserve. He even posted more clips from Terrence's interview and told him to call my phone so they could make things right. Now that Terrence has spoken out, it seems he and 50 are uniting to shine a light on the hidden truths of the entertainment industry. Fans are applauding them, along with Cat Williams and a few others, for having the courage to say no. But the bigger question on everyone's mind is, who said yes? Howard claimed that many men in the industry lost their man card by letting Diddy take advantage of them. Sources close to the Diddy Do It project say that 50 is determined to expose the truth, and several high-profile names could be included in the documentary. One name that keeps surfacing is Jay-Z. While Jay now distances himself from Diddy, they were once extremely close. Diddy even claimed Jay-Z was the first person he called in times of trouble and the only one besides his mother who could call him by his real name, Sean. Jay-Z once skipped his daughter Blue Ivy's recital to perform at Diddy's Bad Boy anniversary concert. He even recorded a rare tribute video for Diddy's BET Lifetime Achievement Award just before Cassie's lawsuit was filed. Adding to the controversy, there's an old clip of Diddy singing Happy Birthday to a shirtless, oiled-up Jay-Z at his home, as well as a viral image of Diddy spooning with French Montana in Miami. 50 Cent reposted that photo with a caption, "What in the world is going on in this picture?" Another possible figure in 50's documentary is The Game. He once shared that although Diddy wanted to sign him, all they did for 2 years was party. Despite Diddy lavishing him with gifts and traveling the world with him, no real music was made. In another interview, The Game said again that their time together in Atlanta mostly revolved around partying and eating at Diddy's restaurant, not business. Other rumored names include producer Stevie J, who is mentioned in Lil Rod's lawsuit. Lil Rod alleged that Diddy bragged about sleeping with Stevie. In response, Stevie J defended Diddy and got visibly emotional while responding to 50 Cent's posts. Machine Gun Kelly, once signed to Bad Boy Records, has also hinted at strange things he witnessed, but stopped short of giving specific details. DJ Khaled and Rick Ross might also face exposure in the documentary. Additionally, Jonathan Odd, a former employee of Diddy's, told police he was hired specifically for freak-off sessions. He claimed that when he contracted an STD, the situation took a darker turn. As 50 Cent prepares to launch the Diddy Do It docuseries, one thing is clear: Hollywood's secrets are starting to unravel, and not everyone is going to walk away unscathed.